What if your desires are not random wishes? What if they are divine instructions, breadcrumbs, guiding you back to your truest version of yourself? Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is desire. And the reason for that is because I've noticed how it's often not talked about, and it is also often misunderstood and misinterpreted, because a lot of people view desire as wishful thinking, and some even feel guilty about it, especially when it comes to desiring pleasure, money, luxury. And one of the things I've noticed as well is that there are three common limited perceptions on desire. The first one, where a lot of people tend to see desire as being materialistic and selfish. And that comes from the misconception that if you desire more, then you are ungrateful for what you have. But here's the thing. Gratitude is not supposed to be a prison. And just because you desire to have more for yourself, that does not cancel out your appreciation for what you have. It builds on it. So you really need to stop using gratitude for what is as an excuse to settle in what is. On the other hand, people also tend to see desire as unspiritual or earthy. Like in a lot of cultures and traditions, I know that they see their dreams, especially when it comes to materialistic stuff, as earthly desires. And they feel really shamed for having that. And they feel like they should not be pursuing it because it's not something for them to have. And on the other hand, I know in the spiritual community, they feed this idea a lot that the more spiritual you are, the less you desire stuff in the materialistic. But that is such an imbalanced way to look at things, because you cannot really separate the spiritual realm from the physical realm. If that were the case, where the physical truly does not matter, then you would not be having this physical human experience here. And the last misperception on desire is that people tend to see it as being unrealistic or delusion. Think of how many times you told your big dreams to the people around you, and they told you that you should be realistic, you should come back to reality because you're reaching for far too much. You are way too out there. And you should not be having that desire. But here's the thing. The last thing that you want to do in this world is to be realistic, because that is the thing that will keep you limited the most. Fret not if you are being called delusional or that your dreams are unrealistic. Take that as a good sign that you are actually on the right path. Now, I've come to see desire as something that is much more deeper and far more intelligent, because I see it as a mechanism that the universe or God uses to bring us back to our truest selves and aligns us with our soul purpose. Because when you receive a soul-aligned calling, that is not a coincidence, and that is not random. It is you remembering the version of you that you were always meant to embody. However, where that desire is coming from is very important. You really need to understand whether your dreams are coming from a place of lack or a place of wholeness. When you deeply want to achieve something and you feel that pull towards it, but that dream is coming from a place of compensation for perceived lack, of you wanting to get external validation, of you wanting to prove something, then that is not a soul-aligned desire. And that's where you tend to chase and effort yourself into achieving it. You take the long, hard path and you get blocked from it because the universe is blocking it. And the reason behind that block is because, in truth, your dream is coming from need. And when it's coming from such a place, you are externalizing your power to the outside and you're placing that dream above you. But in the eyes of the universe, there is nothing more important than you. And that's why that path is not working for you. But when you deeply feel called for something, and you feel it in your heart, and you know it's meant for you because it keeps nudging you to move towards it, then that is a soul aligned desire, because it's coming from natural flow and it's coming from expression. Because that is the energy that your soul is using to direct you into more expansion and self expression. And every time you say yes to that, every time you pursue it, no matter how big or crazy it sounds to others, no matter how unrealistic it may even sound to you, you get to expand more into that energy and embody more of who you are. Understand this. Life is really experiencing itself as you and through you. And so desire is just pointing us to what we want to experience. Because when we do that, we express a part of ourselves. And in that expression, we experience more of who we are. So ultimately, your dreams are an extension and expression of you. Now, here's something that changed everything for me. You literally have it all. You do have it all within you. You are not someone that is becoming that person that has that dream. You are not someone that is getting to that dream or working towards that dream to get there. You literally have the frequency and the blueprint for your dreams within you. Otherwise, you would not receive the spark, the idea, the calling, the inspiration to move towards it. And if you really think that by experiencing something out there in the physical reality that then you get to create it within you, then you don't really understand how the universe works. Because there is nothing that you can have or experience in the physical reality without it already existing within you first. You literally have it all within you, even if it does not feel like it. That does not make it any less of a truth. Now, here is an important thing I want to end with, because a lot of people think that just because it's aligned, it's going to feel blissful, it's going to feel like a walk in a park, it's going to feel this ecstatic, easy path, right? But that's often not the case, because when you are on your soul's aligned path, you're often going to be asked to face and confront your deepest fears, the aspects of yourself that you do not want to look at, and shed and release all of that past conditioning and emotional woundings. And it's going to initiate you to step into your most empowered version of yourself, because that is what it's required of you to be able to expand your energetic field and your nervous system to not only receive and hold the capacity of your dream, but also sustain it and feel joy in experiencing it, not sabotaging it. And this process is often going to be dark. It's going to be messy. It's going to be chaotic. It's going to be full of ups and downs and doubts. And it's going to be full of resistance even. A lot of people tend to judge their experience and their journey in that process because it just feels so uncomfortable. So they think that what they're pursuing is just not meant for them. They are a failure. They should drop it and go do what everyone else is doing. But that would only block you further. And the universe is going to redirect you. But resistance is often a sign that you are on the right path. You are not doing anything wrong. Especially when you feel so much resistance towards doing something that you know is aligned and you know is meant for you. And you know that that's what you have been called to do. And if you want more on this topic, this is the exact topic that I made my very first YouTube video on, so you can go and check that out. I'll leave you with this. Your desires are not random. They are not selfish. They are sacred. And the journey to embodying them is the journey to expressing more of you. watching. I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next one.